Do you think that political parties, because you've said that you don't really see this getting sorted until 2015, how can Nigerians hold their political parties or the political class responsible for violence? I mean, let us leave Edo State now, because we're seeing Edo State. We are worried about what is going on in Edo State, especially since it is getting violent. An honorable member was nearly killed in this particular one. And we saw gunshots, you know, being fired at houses and cars in the legislators' quarters. How can Nigerians hold the political class responsible, saying, yes, we want you to, you know, battle it out, but not with violence, not on the streets, but we want it in the ballot box. Let us see who's bigger at the ballot box. Is there any way we can do that?
Again, I think part of the problem we have in this democracy is that the civil society has not lived up to expectation. People say democracy is the best form of government. Why? Because it is the only form of government that gives the people the right to elect whosoever they want not to rule them. At the end of the day, the choice of the people may not be the best, but it is their fundamental right to elect whosoever they want to. What we find out in our so-called democracy, and I'm calling it so-called democracy because the people content of our democracy is still lacking. Look at what is going on in all the political parties now. Endorsement. The governor wants Suleiman to succeed him. And therefore, he calls a caucus meeting and they said they have endorsed Suleiman. Every other person is shut out of the political process. Some people want this man to be the presidential candidate of the party and they come together, they endorse him. Where are the people who have the right in a democracy to choose who their leaders are? And don't forget, this right is a sovereign right. Sovereignty belongs to the people in a democracy. And Nigerians are not helping matters. We clap, we jump, we do all kinds of things. And that is why when they get to power, because most of them know that they didn't get to power with the votes cast by the people, they don't even reckon with what the people say or do or think. So Nigerians must begin to assert themselves, must begin to reclaim that which is their right in a democracy. And unless we do that, the politicians are not going to take us serious. So the civil society must step up its game and ensure that when we say we're in a democracy and when we go for elections, the people must decide. It is a choice of the people that must carry the day.
In civil society, when you talk about civil society, oftentimes people are thinking of civil society organizations, and it is sad to say that oftentimes they see that civil society organizations too, you know, seem to be partisan in one way or the other. We've seen that they favor certain parties to some others. Do you really see how we can organize and say, you know, in this particular one, we're neutral? Because we're asking civil society to mobilize, to, you know, be more active, to take more part in what is going on politically, to hold political leaders to account. But they would only do it if they are organized.
Well, I'm using this in civil society in a more generic sense. I'm talking about Nigerians. I'm talking about the people. There may be need for leadership, and that is perhaps where organized civil societies now come in, because there must be a force to drive the momentum. There must be a force to educate the people. There must be a force to tell the people, look, this is what you are doing that is anti-democracy. Because when people, don't forget, the same talks that we are used to go and cause the mayhem in Edo the other day, they are Nigerians. So what do they gain by joining the fray, by going to shoot at the State House of Assembly, by doing all kinds of things? How will the fight between APC and PDP help them create more jobs, bring infrastructure, put food on the table?
Are they thinking of this?
That is the problem, and that is why I said we must continue to have this education. We must continue to have this interaction. Nigerians must be told what the issues are. The issues are not about who is the strong man, who can mobilize force. When politicians tell you that they have a structure, that they are building a structure, have you ever bothered to ask them what this structure is all about? A man comes in and they say the man has no structure. What is the structure?
What do you think it is?
The structure is your ability. Of course, you have a war chest. You have enough money with which you can use to hire thugs and all that. So that when it comes to contest now for power, it is about who has the bigger muzzle to have his way. That is what the structure is all about. It is not about ideas. It's not about discussing issues that will impact positively on the polity. No.
Well, that's all I had to let you go today. Ikechukwu Amaechi is the publisher of Niche Newspapers. Thank you for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be back after this and take a look at a comment or two from you, so don't go away yet. Okay, so, all right. It's a wrap today on the program. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain also.
Not one comment.
Unfortunately.
Make a comment.
I was hoping to get viewers' comments. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm Maupe Ogun.
Don't worry, when we say that, we're talking about our producers backstage, you know, sometimes. All right, it's a wrap. Many thanks, I'm Sulaiman. How they did.
See ya.